Do 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 bum bum dun 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 dun. I realize that. Da, 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 da. Hey, what is this? What do you think this is? EA's Electronic Arts NHL 2002? That's my first exposure to my favorite rock and roll band, Queens of the Stone Age. No one knows. It was one of the songs that opened up that old video game. Sheesh. Half a lifetime ago. How you doing? Good morning. Welcome to the Smoking Puck mobile, Boston-based hockey vlog from very own yours, Reverend Sully, here at the Reverend Sully Network. That's right, the Eric O'Sullivan channel. If you haven't already subscribed, go for it. You know, we're a small, growing channel with the uncertainty of YouTube's future of content and small creators being suppressed in the algorithm, punishing, and the rise of corporatism and the lessening of the small person's voice. Now is the time for you to throw in your hat. Something like that. How you doing? This is the Smoking Puck. It's my Boston-based hockey column, now in video format. And let's get to it. I had a busy weekend. It was my birthday last week. So a few of my best friends, Peter, who I've known for over 30 years, Aaron, who I've known for over 20 years, took me out on Saturday night. I recovered yesterday. I didn't do anything. I didn't even get my own show done. I was useless. And I napped a lot. That's what I needed, though. A day to recover. Speaking of recovery, Bruins' very own assistant captain, elite, quote-unquote, defenseman Charlie McAvoy, took a puck to the face. He was spitting Chicklets. T-pass. Charlie card. Go. I've been validated. Ain't that wicked pizza? There was no morning shows last week. Why? Because my commute was disrupted. My end of the subway system was down all week with repairs, scheduled repairs too. So a coworker of mine picked me up, and we drove to the station where the parking is and where the service picks up. That was nice of them. Thank you very much. That was great. That worked. But I'm not going to do the morning show from his car. I could dox him. Don't do that. I know, huh? Silly Sully. So the Bruins had a weekend, a mini West Coast road trip. We used to open the season with the West Coast road trip. We'd have our home opener, a few games, and then the circus would come to town, literally. Back in the day when there was a circus. Oh, wow, what happened here? Looked like someone painted the bench. Is it filled with bird poop already? Maybe. Let's wipe it off. And I realize that it's cold. Well, not that cold. It's like 36 degrees Fahrenheit. We should be expecting snow any minute now, or something like that. 'Tis the season. Winter is a month away. Winter is coming. Well, actually, right now it's breathing heavy. Waka waka. Wink wink. So we've lost Charlie McAvoy for 6 to 8 weeks. Who's on the injured list. He broke his jaw, apparently. Just took a random shot to the face Now you're wondering why. Now I hear a lot of things. Why don't hockey players wear full face shields, or like football players do? And it's a good question. I mean, a full face protection is required in U.S. college hockey and younger. So it's like when you graduate college, you graduate to a different point of view in a way, where you're allowed to play with the iTech half shield. Remember when the iTech half shield came out? No, you don't, because you're a bunch of kids watching this. This is about in the 80s when this clear plastic face shield was a competition to the wire metal, cage that goes in front of the faceplate of a helmet. And they would often fog up as well. That would be a part of it, but they came in full, and also the half shield, which protects the eyes. And so the half shield is pretty much the standard internationally, and in Canadian Major Junior, they play, it's the same ages as U.S. college hockey, but they let them use fisticuffs to negotiate disputes, and they wear half shields. So it's a bit more of it's a graduation to a more grown up, semi-professional level. Women's hockey, they have to use full face cages or clear clear protection. And internationally, like I think the half shield is pretty much the safety standard. Now, in this helmets became compulsory 50 years ago. Starting 50 years ago, players used to play without helmets. Goalies used to play without masks. Over time, a lot of living and a lot of learning. Live and learn, kid. Players, and the leagues and insurance premiums all came together, and we need better standards. So helmets became mandatory. I remember in the mid-90s, helmets, only one player did it for one game, I think. It was Eric Lindros. And I don't think he only did it for a part of a game, I think. But he signed this waiver. The collective bargaining agreement gave the player the freedom to sign a waiver so they could play helmetless. And this was in the 1990s, late 90s, mid to late 90s. And I'm pretty sure Lindros was the only player to have done that. And it was blink and you miss it. I mean, and so pretty much now the half shields are the standard. Charlie McAvoy wears a half shield, but the puck caught him on the chin, and he immediately dropped to his knees, then followed by a puddle of blood under his face, and he was escorted off the ice. He lost teeth. He had to go to surgery the next day to repair his jaw. I believe he suffered a broken jaw. And it's you want to play that. It's so early in the season, not in the playoffs. Now, Zdeno Chara got his jaw broken during the 2011 playoffs. You might remember seeing the first couple of games of the Stanley Cup. You can see pictures of him with the full face shield, and he took it off by the end of the playoffs. So by the time he's lifting the cup over his head in Game 6, he's not wearing the protective equipment anymore. So the puck caught McAvoy under the protection of the half shield. And it happens. Injuries do happen in these games. It's a contact sport. Just that puck, it's frozen. It's hard. It's hard as fuck. Dude, I played goalie a few times. It was like, oh my God, it's like getting punched. The pucks are not easy, on the body. And, coaches advise players, you got to block shots to keep, So use your body as something to mitigate the shot from the goalie, and so to lay down your body and block a shot. You're literally asking for like a 90 to 100 mile an hour vulcanized piece of rubber that's frozen, hard as a rock, to hit your body. And it hit poor Charlie in the face. And so Charlie will be out for 6 to 8 weeks. Let's wish him a speedy recovery. He's doing a lot better since he got paired up with Nikita Zadorov. It's brought out a certain toughness in him. I like seeing that. And in the meantime, Zadorov is wearing the assistant captain's A. The Bruins have yet to name a captain. I'm still voting for Zadorov. He's my pick for captain. And yeah. Oh boy. That's about it. The Bruins went in the West Coast. We won 2 games. We lost 1. We played. Who did we play? We played San Jose, Anaheim, and LA Kings. We lost against the Ducks and the Sharks last night, and we won against the LA Kings. Like I said, like this mini road trip. So we did 3 games in California in a row. Now, like I said, usually it's October. That's when the Ringling Brothers and Barnum Bailey Circus came to town. So for like 2 weeks. So the Bruins would basically, they'd have their home opener, but then they'd go and, have that West Coast road trip. The circus doesn't come to town anymore. The circuses are bad. Only on, yeah. And clowns are scary, so. Oh boy. Morgan Geeky, I think, is sharing the league lead in goals scored for our very own Morgan Geeky. He scored the only goal last night in San Jose. He scored the 2 goals needed to win, the only 2 goals of the game against, was it Anaheim, or was it? No, that was against the Kings, and so he's on fire. Morgan Geeky, number 39. Keep your eyes out for number 39. 91, 81, 39, 93. The players to keep an eye on. In black and gold in Boston. What players are you paying attention to where you're from? What is your team? Who are your colors? What's your mascot? Is it an NHL team? Is it an AHL team or an ECHL team? A college hockey team? Let me know in the comment section. We'd love to know. We also have a belated congratulations to David Pastrnak, number 88 in black and gold, who scored his 400th career goal last week. Also to ex-Bruin, my captain, Brad Marchand, star player of the Florida Panthers. He notched his 1,000th NHL point. And remember, most of that, pretty much all of it, was scored with the Bruins over 14 seasons or so. And that's great. Alexander Ovechkin scored his 900th goal. That's amazing. And I'm also trying to wrap my head around micro statistics. My next studio version, I'll be able to bring up, I have some open windows, and I'll be able to really get into it. There's only so much you can do on the mobile version. It's stream of consciousness. It's unplanned, unscripted, untethered. unedited, from the hip and from the heart. The Smoking Puck. Oh boy. So last week was just so busy at work. This week it's Thanksgiving week and it's a short work week. So buttons. So it's we're only open today and tomorrow. So I'll have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off and the weekend. So I'm so looking forward to that. And I'm having Thanksgiving with my childhood best friend and his family. And blessed and grateful for that. And you know, I also have I could go to Lynn, which is pretty far away, but you know, hey, it's the holidays, you travel. You know, you have to make time, you have to show up. To my stepdad, Hoppy, hi Hoppy, love you. And his family, my family, my stepdad, my stepsisters, and my nephews, you know, they'll be out celebrating Thanksgiving. So I'll be up there at Christmas time. And I'm just like deathly allergic to cats. And everyone in Lynn seems to own a cat. And it's like I can do good for like 30 minutes. And then my lungs start like swelling up in my throat. And asthma kicks in, the histamines roll. But can't you take an antihistamine? Well, that means I can't drink then if I do. And the antihistamine only works so long, you know, and it's a different story once, like, if I got some pet dander or saliva or hair on my hands and I rubbed my eyes, game over. If I tend to get a little scratch from a pet's paw, game over. Seriously, this is like, so buttons. Not necessarily, is it fatal? I'm still here. But it's quite unpleasant. And I have not been to the emergency room with an asthma attack in 23 years. Live and learn. Live and learn, kid. What was the X factor? Getting rid of my cat. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. And the Bruins will are coming home, and on their way home, they will swing by Long Island and play the Islanders. I think it's our season finale against the Islanders. We get 3 games against them this year. This is the 3rd of 3 games. We've been doing well against the Islanders. I like the Islanders this year too. That Matthew Schaefer kid is for real. He's early looking for. We got a great rookie crop this year. You know, we got Fraser Minton. The Islanders got Matthew Schaefer. We saw Macklin Celebrini last night in San Jose, number 71, Calder Cup Rookie of the Year candidate. He's on fire. He is like, I think he scored his 17th goal last night, so he might be in the lead. Like the league leaders in goal scoring are Celebrini, Nathan McKinnon, the Avalanche, and our very own Morgan Geekie, number 39. So the league's on fire with goal scorers right now. The standings are pretty packed. I mean, the Bruins are mostly in first place with these losses here and there. I mean, this is some slippage, but we're 1 point out of first place. Detroit's got it today, and we're in a 3-way tie with like 3 other teams. And oh, here it comes. Your favorite part of the show. The train. Here it comes. Oh no, the doors won't beep. However will people find the doors? That's a joke between me and the transportation authority. Hear that beep? That means the doors are closing. The newer trains consistently beep, and it's made to assist. Its intention is to assist the visually impaired find the doors. Well, now you're gonna have to put gates up in front of at the edge of the platform now. poor people will probably fall off the platform because they won't know any better. There's no beeping, right? Like these older trains don't have that beeping. How have they gotten along? But really, so buttons. So yeah, we're a quarter of the way through the NHL season. The Bruins have played 24 games. Some of the other teams have played between 20 and 21 games. So we're at the quarter mark. Coming up on the end of November. So yeah, we're playing the Islanders on Wednesday, and then our usual Black Friday, Thanksgiving Friday afternoon matinee. And we're playing the New York Rangers. And I hope that they're wearing their Centennial jerseys. Saw the reveal for the Rangers. They're doing the Winter Classic, but like now, both outdoor games are in Florida this year. So the Winter Classic is in Miami, and that's usually around New Year's Day-ish. The technology to keep the ice cold has come a very long way, and you have an outdoor game in Miami, and then you're gonna have in February you're gonna have the Stadium Series in Tampa. Our very own Boston Bruins are playing the Tampa Bay Lightning in Tampa outdoors in wherever the Buccaneers play, whatever bank or corporate entity it's named after this week. Outdoor games. No jersey reveal for that yet, because I'm waiting on this year's jersey because I really want a Nikita Zadorov jersey. I'm waiting to see, one, if they give him the captaincy, and two, to see what these Stadium Series jerseys look like. I mean, because if they're astounding, I'll get one. This is the thing about hockey jerseys. They do these annual jerseys that are unique to that year. In addition, there's a home jersey, there's an away jersey, and then there are alternates. And then there were just so the New York Rangers and the Detroit Red Wings are having their centennial seasons, their 100th anniversaries this year. They both have really styling, retro-looking special edition jerseys. I really like the Rangers. Now, as a team and a fan base, I fucking hate the Rangers. And that's in sports hate, which is a spectrum because it goes from real hate down to minor annoyance. I mean, there's nothing as quite as sobering as seeing someone's head cracked open. I remember this vividly. First round, 2008 playoffs, Bruins versus Montreal. I go to the bathroom. There's some kid in a Habs jersey lying face down in a puddle of everything, including his own blood and beer. And he's just like, for what? You got into a scrap with some drunken Bruins fan that just wanted to, knock someone's block off? I mean, that happens. You have to be careful at hockey games, especially, or sporting games, especially if you're there to see the away team. Things can get violent, especially with alcohol, too. And the allowed, what we would call toxic fandom these days. And I mean the toxic fandoms of these geek cultures, they're pussies compared to sports culture, where a lot of it, kind of comes from. I don't know. I don't have answers. All I have are more questions. But this has been the Smoking Puck. Just enjoying this Bruins season for as much as I can. I'll get to watch 2 Bruins games this week. Seriously. I'll get to watch Wednesday's game against the Islanders. I'll get to watch Friday's game against the Rangers. And then we play the Red Wings on Saturday. So I'll get to see that too. But then, here we go. We play the Red Wings back-to-back, but it's not home at home. Home at home is a hockey thing, where you play the same team twice in a row, either the next day or the night afterwards.
So we've done this before earlier this season too, where I think it was the Toronto Maple Leafs. We played on a Saturday night, and then we didn't see them again until Tuesday. So we're playing the Detroit Red Wings on Saturday, and then we played them again on Tuesday. One hosting and one away. That's not a home at home. No. I even asked Grok. Grok would agreed with me. I was like, it doesn't feel like a home at home. It doesn't seem like a home at home because there's an excitement to it because it's such a hockey thing. And it's like, who's designing the schedule? Is it an AI or is it a woman? I mean, my usual level of misogyny in this show. Like, oh, what's the big deal? Oh, jeez. Like, if you can't change and evolve and elevate the iconic brand, then you're just out of touch. Frat boys. Jesus Christ. Ugh. And that's a joke. I was not punching down on anyone. You even put that in the show description. No. It's just playful fun. I love women. Looking forward to having one in my life. I have two stepsisters. I've got stepniece. I've got aunties. I've got cousins. I had a mom. I had grandmas. I got friends. I got friends with wives. I got friends with daughters. I got coworkers. I got guests. I got managers. I got people on the train. Making fun of stuff is what I do. It's my thing. But yeah, the smoking puck. Smoke this puck. Keep calm and smoke this puck. I hope you like the thumbnails. The thumbnails are a labor of love. And and sharing this little part of my commute with you guys too is nice. That's why I use a wired headphone so I can speak into the microphone and hopefully not have a negative impact on those around me. That matters to me because I appreciate the reciprocative of that, if that's even a word. The reciprocation of that, So yeah, I mean, yeah. Back to the Winter Classic jerseys. The Florida Panthers ones are butt ugly. They are truly a travesty. The Rangers ones look like they're Centennial jerseys, but inverse colors, like using a white jersey, and with the softer blue and the font across the chest. I really dig it. Hey, I said something nice about the Rangers. And I'm looking forward to seeing the Stadium Series jerseys, which are, the Winter Classic jerseys are designed to look retro, while the Stadium Series ones have some latitude for some design to be a little bit more flashy, but also it's like you're in a stadium, so usually the numbers are bigger because, to see them from afar, Some of them look downright butt ugly, though. And I just really, really, really like the Bruins updated jerseys for this year. They look so much like the classic jersey. I already have a classic jersey, so it's like, will I get one? I don't know. I have a white jersey. A Martian assistant captain one from a couple of years ago. I got a Pasternak jersey, a third jersey, but it doesn't have an A on it. I'd love to get an A on that, Or maybe I shouldn't. Maybe it's just supposed to be of its own age. I don't know. Thank you for tuning in to the Smoking Puck this week. Hockey fans, unite. our next show, we'll get into some more of these micro statistics and like all this. It befuddles me just to give us something more to talk about in hockey. I know, huh? Well, God bless. Namaste. Good luck. Have a great week. Smoke that puck. Like and subscribe. Smash that like button. I appreciate every comment. I appreciate everyone that tunes into this little show. I have befuddled the algorithm. It does not know how to suggest my channel with all the different kind of content we make. Eventually, I'm going to move Smoking Puck to its own channel, but that's going to take some effort. But it's effort I'm willing to make. So let's see. New for 2026. We'll have our own dedicated channel. Hope you come with me. And, well, God bless. Namaste. Good luck and have a great week. Smoke that puck. Lace them up and enjoy hockey, the greatest sport on the planet. Okay. Cheers, bye.